Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 9. I hope you are all well by the grace of Allah. This is Zannatul Ferdous, Jannat Miss, Assistant Teacher, English, Engineering University, Girls School and College. Today, I will discuss on English first paper, Unit 8, Lesson 1, the Shad Gombuj Mosque. Unit 8, World Heritage. The Shad Gombuj Mosque, Lesson 1. Heritage is what we inherit from the past, live with them in the present, and then pass on to our children or future generation. Our unique source of life and inspiration is our cultural and natural heritage. When we speak of World Heritage, it indicates places and sites that we got from the past and pass on to the future generation of the entire world. The Shad Gombuj Mosque in Bagherhat is such a heritage. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985. Originally, the historic mosque city was known as Khalifatabad. It is situated at the outskirts of Bagherhat town, not very far from the dense mangrove forest of the Sundarbans. Khalifatabad was a Muslim colony. It was founded by the Turkish general, a saint warrior, Ulugh Khan Jahan in the 15th century. The infrastructure of the city reveals significant technical skills in many mosques as well as early Islamic monuments. Baked bricks were used for the construction of the buildings. The planning of the city was distinctly dominated by Islamic architecture, and the decorations were a combination of Mughal and Turkish architecture. Khan Jahan built a network of roads, bridges, public buildings, and reservoirs to make the city habitable. There were about 360 mosques in the city. Among them, the most remarkable is the multi-domed Shad Gombuj Mosque. The mosque is unique in the sense that it has 60 pillars that support the roof, with 77 low-height domes. The 4 towers at 4 corners have smaller domes on the roof as well. The vast prayer hall has 11 arched doorways on the east and 7 each on the north and south for light and ventilation. It has 7 aisles running along the length of the mosque and 11 deep curves between the slender stone columns. These columns support the curving arches created by the domes. The thickness of the arches is 6 feet and have slightly narrowing hollow and round wall. The west wall in the interior has 11 mihrabs, niche in mosque pointing towards Makkah. These mihrabs are decorated with stonework and terracotta. The floor of the mosque is made of brick. Besides being used as a prayer hall, Khan Jahan used the mosque as his court also. Today, it is one of the greatest tourist attractions and one of the best architectural beauties of Bangladesh. Now I am going to discuss some word meanings and terms that are used in the passage. First, heritage. Heritage is the history, culture, traditions, and qualities that a country or society has had for many years. These are considered to be an important part of its character. If I say in simple words, heritage means something like any structure, building, places, sites that we got from the past. We have these things in the present, and this will also pass on to the next generation. Then in the second line, it says our cultural and natural heritage is a source of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement, which means that these heritages provide us inspiration, or these heritages actually inspire us. Okay, now when we say world heritage, that means when the word world used before heritage, it gives a universal meaning which denotes places and sites which we had from the past. You will also pass on to the future generation of the entire, that means whole world. Then in the next lines, in the second para, it says that the Bagherhat's Shad Gombuj Mosque became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985, and basically this mosque city was known as first Khalifatabad. It is situated at the outskirts of Bagherhat town. Outskirts means the remote part of a town. It is the town farthest from the center, which is not in the center, but it is on the edge of a town. Then near the thick mangrove forest of the Sundarbans. This Muslim colony was established by the Turkish general Ulugh Khan Jahan in the 15th century. The 15th century spans 1401 to 1500. It refers to the Middle Age during the Sultanate dynasty. The structure of the city, infrastructure means the structure of the city reveals, that means expresses or shows the important technical skills. Then the planning of the city was distinctly means clearly followed by Islamic architecture. The planning actually indicates of what types of constructions are in the city. Then the decorations here means the arrangements of these constructions were followed by Mughal and Turkish architecture. You know what is architecture? Architecture is the art and study of designing building. Then the next para says that Khan Jahan has a great contribution to make the city habitable for its inhabitants. Habitable means suitable for living. Then among his constructions, the Shad Gombuj is the significant one. The Shad Gombuj mosque is the significant one. This mosque has a unique design as there are 60 pillars with 77 low height domes. In the following picture, dome is shown. Dome is a round roof with a circular base. You see the arched roof here. These are the domes. the round shaped roofs. These are the domes. Ways. Arch doorways means the carved doorways on the north. Here are seven each on the north as well as on the south for light and ventilation. Ventilation is the action of passing air. From the passage, we know that it has 7 aisles running along the length of the mosque and 11 deep curves between the slender stone columns. So, what is aisle? Here in this picture you can see the long narrow passage. Another one here. So these long narrow passages are called aisles. Like this, there are 7 aisles like this. Here we can walk here. Okay, someone can go through or use this passage. These are called aisles, and each one of them has 11 deep curves. These are the carved roofs. Curves means the round shaped roof here. If you notice the round shaped roof here, these are the slender stone columns. These are the slender stone columns. In the previous picture, you have seen the domes, which is the round shaped roof. And now you can see here the domes have created the round shape arches, round shaped arches that are supported by these columns. Did you notice? Okay. The thickness of the arches is 6 feet and have hollow, which is empty space. These are actually the hollow place. These are the hollow place, and the space is not very wide. This is very narrow. Inside the mosque, on the west wall, there are 11 mihrabs. This place is called mihrab. You see here the half round shaped place. Here, this is niche. I'm showing you here. This is niche, and you know that the mihrab is always pointing towards Makkah. There are stone work here, and this work is called terracotta work. Terracotta is a hard red brown earthen ore. As you see, the reddish colored artwork made out of baked brick. This is called terracotta work. He used the mosque as a prayer hall and as well as his court. Nowadays, it attracts the tourist lovers most. So after reading the passage, you will practice and memorize the word meanings given in the model question 38 from the Advanced Learners book by Chaudhry and Hossain. On my next lecture, I'll solve the MCQ, and I will also give you some homeworks to do. So prepare your lesson at home. Till then, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.